Yesterday, we saw the markets end in the green despite some of the geopolitical concerns. I know you're talking to a lot of your clients, a lot of them CEOs and high-level executives. What are you telling them about the risk to their business?
Thank you. I mean, I had a lot of calls over the weekend and a very busy week ahead because a lot of boards and ex-coms have been looking carefully at the Russia-Ukraine war and, of course, China-Taiwan risks. But most had seen the situation in the Middle East on a positive trend. And of course, we've had optimism about normalization between Saudi Arabia and Israel, which would have been a huge boom to commercial integration in the region. The Hamas attack has not only put the possibility of normalization of relations on the shelf, it's opened up where we are now, which is a full-scale war. I think that has caught executives off guard, and judging by what I see coming out from participants.
So, Tina, we're having some issues with your signal right now, but I want to keep the conversation going. I know you're saying this caught a lot of executives off guard, but it certainly did not catch you off guard. You recently put out some research on the new geopolitical risk supercycle. You say the Ukraine war was a catalyst for this supercycle. As you're talking to them about the risk to their business long-term and the geopolitical risk, how are you characterizing that? What should investors and executives be mindful of going forward?
There are a couple of points. One is that the strategic context that we have today is very different from 2006, the last time there was a big uptick in tensions. We don't have QE. Markets are most concerned about higher for longer. Well, geopolitical risk feeds straight into that. And I think that, we're at a time when people are a bit out of practice at pricing geopolitical risk. It's a much more complex outlook for all of these factors. We don't have a speaker in the U.S. House of Representatives. We can't get aid passed. We don't have an ambassador in Israel. These are small things taken individually, but taken together, a unified response, maintaining a dual response for both supporting Israel and Ukraine becomes more complicated. What investors need to understand, and business leaders, is that we're not in a world anymore of tail risks and a base case scenario. We need to look at plausible scenarios, and there is a very plausible scenario for escalation of both Russia, Ukraine, and the war in Israel.
All right, certainly a lot to be mindful there. I also want to talk to you about energy prices, specifically oil. Pretty much flat right now, but we have seen a rise in oil prices. When it comes to both inflation and also supply, what are your clients telling you? What are you telling them about the inflation risk and also potentially a supply risk if this does escalate?
I mean, most investment strategists are pointing out rightly that Israel is not a producer of energy, and that even the two Gulf wars, for example, really didn't do much to impede supply. I'd put it slightly differently, at least in a macro context. We've got the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine impacting food security. And one of the risks of escalation in Israel is an attack on Iran's nuclear facilities, which could lead to more issues with supply chains. We're always looking for a transmission mechanism that will take regional shocks to becoming systemic. Both Russia and Ukraine and Israel have the potential to become systemic, again, against this much weaker economic and monetary policy backdrop.